Alright guys, welcome back to Predominance Raids, Raiden here, and another war recap, and unfortunately another defeat. Picked up a clan, Budu Fighters. This was right after the Ninja Muffins War. We were kind of licking our wounds a little bit, and then got what ended up being a pretty good clan. And this is actually the first time in Predominance history where we've got 3 losses in a row. 3 really tough wars, obviously, in North Remembers, Family Clan, an arranged war, and then this one randomly. But this is probably the kind of most disappointed loss that I've ever experienced here. They were definitely modding, not all of them it looked like, definitely some of them for sure. And I never use that as an excuse. We most definitely could have and should have won, in my opinion. It was just the worst start I've ever seen us have. We literally, you know what? Let's go through it really quick. Oh, sorry. Not to call anybody out. That's not what this is for, but I just want people to get an idea how bad this was. So, okay. Let's go to the bottom. So we started out with a 1-star, a 2-star, a disconnect, a 2-star, a 1-star, a 1-star, a 2-star, a 1-star, a 2-star. Took us 11 attacks for our first 3-star, and then 1-star, 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 2-star, 1-star. So it was crazy how slow we started on this one. And we finished slow. And as a result, basically, all our Town Hall 10s, low ones, had to drop. How do I get back here? Yep, had to drop on Town Hall 9s. I will say, they had a huge advantage at the bottom. Their Town Hall 10s, in particular, like probably their bottom 10 Town Hall 10s compared to our bottom 10 Town Hall, I'm sorry guys, their bottom 10 Town Hall 9s compared to our 10 Town Hall 9s, our bottom ones. They had max expos. They had much better Town Hall 9s than our bottom Town Hall 9s. However, with that said, I actually think we had the advantage overall because we had an extra Town Hall 11 and we had an extra Town Hall 10 or 2 extra Town Hall 10s. I would much rather have the advantage at the top than the advantage at the bottom every single time because Town Hall 9s are so easy. Even having a mismatch in Town Hall 9s, we should still be able to clean the Town Hall 9s with our 9s. They had anti-3 bases. Honestly, they were not very good. They were centralized AQ anti-3, centralized clan castle anti-3. They were not very good. This was not a great clan, and unfortunately, we left it on the table. We cannot afford to lose to these types of clans. Basically, the difference here, we'll go back 24 3-stars to 23. That was the difference. If we go to the map, again, we struggled at the top. We couldn't get number 1 solved. Kind of a reoccurring problem. 1-starring or 0-starring top Town Hall 11s. We got 0 Town Hall 10 triples. They got 1 Town Hall 11 triple within a Town Hall 11. I'll let you figure out how that happened. And then they cleaned all the 9s and below. And we left 1 9 on the table. So anyways, let's just look at a few replays because there were some bright spots still. Okay, so really quick, just to point out what I'm saying. So this was, number 7 was their top Town Hall 9. Our top Town Hall 9s had to drop so low to clean Town Hall 9s that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Their top 6 Town Hall 9s, we all had to drop Town Hall 10s on. That is embarrassing. But anyways, let's look at Slabo's attack on 14. This was a good one. And again, you can kind of see what I mean. Anti-3, it's not a great anti-3, but starts in with an Archer Queen Walk, AQ at 3. Basically, goal here is to just have her do a pretty long walk all the way around here, picking up 4 to 5 point defense and quite a bit of percentage. And then coming in with a GoVaHo at the bottom. Drops in a hog here to get the CC, it looks like, and dropped it kind of in the wrong spot, so corrects it and drops a second one. No big deal. CC comes out, and one small tip here, he drops a poison and a rage spell. He only needed the poison, actually. There are 0 point defense hitting her. There's actually 0 defenses hitting her. When that's the case, you only need the poison. You don't need the spell as well, but it doesn't even matter. So comes in with a Golem down at the bottom. Basically wants to push into this compartment to get this potential double giant bomb set, this potential double giant bomb set, as well as several key defenses and a Barbarian King. And Archer Queen's under control at this point. He knows there's only going to be no more than 2 point defense targeting her at a time, and he still has the ability. Drops in some nice hogs over there as some of those defenses were distracted. Jump spell goes down. Obviously, the Golem goes down kind of quick, and then smartly just drops the poison on the Archer Queen to slow her down because there's an Expo pounding his Barbarian King as well. Pops the ability there, and so really quick here, by eliminating, there was a sweeper and an AD here, and he gets both of those, and so even if there is a double giant bomb set here, he has now effectively neutralized it because his hogs, no matter which direction he deploys them from, will either path this way away from it, or they will path up from here and then go this way. So really smart idea there with the Archer Queen walk. And already did trigger the one set with his kill squad. Then just comes in with a 3-finger drop, has 2 heals left for the hogs. And his Barbarian King is still up and doing some tanking for him. And then drops the second heal, I think, yep, down there by the Expo. And guys, again, you saw him drop the poison on the enemy Archer Queen. That was huge because that allowed him to hold on to his Barbarian King ability. By holding his Barbarian King ability, his Barbarian King was actually able to smash through this wall and take out those last 2 defenses, which prevented his hogs from having to backtrack there and potentially run into the double giant bomb. So basically a million things are up. Oh, look at that, Troll Tesla. Didn't even notice that. Okay. If you got a Troll Tesla, your base probably sucks. And just finishing up the Town Hall there is the last building. And lovely job, nice attack, Wes. Let's see, we're going to look at Locky Mac on 16. And I believe this was just a shattered GoHo double jump. But drops in 2 hogs there in that top mortar just to pick up the CC. These guys had very kind of unimaginative CCs. I think almost all of them were Dragloons. So, you know, pretty easy just to either pre-lure and double poison or, you know, basically that, or just always bring the poisons. They, again, didn't mix it up too well. So we'll just kind of fast forward through the poisons. Okay, CC's dead. Comes in there with a nice shattered at the bottom. What I love here is he's about to drop, I think, yeah, 2 or 3 hogs, and those 2 or 3 hogs actually pick up 3 defenses. They get a cannon, a Tesla, and a mortar while those golems were tanking. Oh no, it's a stone to GoHo, I'm sorry. Probably because of the journey. He's got lower heroes, and again, this is a double jump, so he wants to actually jump, you know, all the way basically into this compartment as well, because that's going to get him the Archer Queen, and that's going to get him a potential double giant bomb set. So because of the low level heroes, I think that's why he brought more tanking there. You know, could have done it with Shattered and then maybe Valks, but just decided to do it with the Stoned. And then once he's about to drop that second jump, that's going to get him into basically all the double giant bomb threats. So then he can just kind of sprinkle in his hogs where needed. And goes with section over there at 3 o'clock. All these defenses are being tanked. Cannon, Tesla, Expo, so it doesn't need a heal there. So wisely keeps it in the bag. And then hogs from 12 o'clock. And yeah, it was smart not to heal there because those ended up being suicide hogs. There was a double giant bomb set there. So really spot on deployment there. And again, it looks like there's quite a bit of the base left with not a lot of hogs left, but he's actually still got 5 hogs in the bag and 1 heal spell. So as his hogs get through this section, he wisely drops in the other 5 to reinforce, and he's got the heal for this last little section of towers and defenses. One small thing, drop the cleanup whiz here. Definitely wanted the cleanup whiz probably here or here. You'd never want to drop it on the same side as your hogs. And then did run into a single bomb, it looked like, but didn't kill the hogs because they had just been pre-healed. So we'll speed it up here. Really nice attack by Mac, always bringing it with the very low level heroes for Town Hall 9. He does an exceptional job, so really well done, man. Also, to those of you guys that don't know, Locky Mac is actually running our Twitter handle for Predominance. I believe it's Predominance COC. I'll drop a link in the description. If you guys aren't following him on Twitter, please give him a follow as he's posting a lot of good content and keeping people up to date on what's going on. All right, let's take a look at Skelly on number 18. This is longtime Predominance member Logan. Maybe first time to the channel, so welcome. But he's going to do an Archer Queen charge here. Drops AQ down at 6. About to drop some Quakes right in here, and that's going to gain him access to roughly half the base. So he's going to have access to all these double giant bomb spots, to both enemy heroes, as well as a double giant bomb spot in this location. Does a beautiful job funneling with minions, so she's forced to go in. Logan's currently trying out for One Hive, I think 2.0, so he's over in One Hive Swarm. So good luck to you, man. I'm sure you'll crush it over there. So does drop a hog. You didn't need to drop a hog. The only thing I'll say with an Archer Queen charge, when the clan castle is this close, typically just let your Archer Queen pull it herself and hold on to the hog, but either way, ends up working. So drops a rage spell to get through the Expo and the CC. Sprinkles in kind of 2 nice hogs there to potentially triple double giant bomb set, and there was one, so really smart there. And then just as the Archer Queen portion is under control now, drops in a Shattered up at the top here at about 1 o'clock. Waits for the funnel, as it was kind of a longer one, and then drops in the jump and the BK to go in and get the Archer Queen. If he had let the AQ charge develop, I actually think his AQ could have reached all the way to the enemy AQ, but he had no more spells for her. He wanted the 2 spells for the hogs. So decided, he would have needed another rage spell to do it that way. And then, again, just sprinkling in hogs on the section that was being tanked, and then a bigger group on the left. And that's going to go where the heal is. Only thing is he could have dropped it a little bit lower because there's obviously some potential for double giant bombs there. And he does hit one here in a glancing blow, right as his hogs are jumping out of the heal. So just a really small thing. Could have been a little bit deeper and a little bit later on that heal. Because you'll see he had probably 10, 11 hogs. He had a big chunk and ends up losing them to the splash damage after they were weakened. But has the AQ up, has the BK, and there's just not enough defenses left to stop him. So still picks up a really, really nice 3-star for us. And we'll just get through the end of it here as it's just cleanup time. But really nice Archer Queen charge. We're still in the process of kind of getting guys learning those. But that was a really nice one. All right, we're going to go down to the bottom here. Let's see. Okay, we're going to look at 2 more. We're going to look at Sage on 24. Nope, I'm sorry, that's not the one we're looking at. Sorry, Sage, that wasn't the one I meant. I think we're going to look at your main account. Yeah, Sage on 23. Yeah, this was, man, I don't know, what the hell is with this base? There's like, man, like why is this an opening here? I don't know. I have no idea. But easy clan castle lure, double poisons. But basically it was a really cool plan. Decided to come in with a stoned GoHo from this side, and he knows basically with 1 jump, once he gets into this compartment, he has access to 80% of the base. There's open here. It's kind of a lane base, so you can get into these lanes. You can basically get into everything. So good breakdown, older school attack, but it works on this level of base. So drops the golems. Oh, I'm sorry, he actually wall breaked in. I thought he did a 7-tile jump, but looks like he wall breaks in. Wisely waits for the funnel to be created, and then drops his CC golem and Archer Queen up the middle. And makes sense to wait to drop her, so there's no reason for the Archer Queen to possibly stray. The funnel was already created. Okay, and then drops the jump in there. I think he could have just dropped the jump in there, but either way works. And then 2-finger drop over there as a lot of these defenses are being distracted. And there's like no risk of double giant bombs or spring traps or really anything on these outer rings. Everything was going to be in the middle. And then just reinforces at 6 o'clock. He's got 2 more heals. Yeah, he probably could have two healed it, but 1 more heal as they converge. And then last heal by the remaining point defense. and just wrecked this base. Has 2 golems unpopped, Archer Queen at full health, and he has exactly 6 million hogs alive. So really nice attack by Sage. See, even in the disappointing wars, there are always guys bringing it. Did another troll Tesla? Oh, okay, no, builder cut. I was gonna say, man, if we lost to a clan that had like multiple troll Tesla bases, I'm just gonna retire. Okay, one more, and shamelessly self-promoting. This was me on 27. So this was, I always kind of tell you what my favorite attack is, and even though I show a lot of my stuff, it's normally not me. Oh, I'm sorry, and I got one more attack after this. I missed one. But this was a clean attempt, and I originally wanted to do some type of Archer Queen charge or Archer Queen walk like down here. But my Archer Queen's level 12, and there was like so many defenses here. There was just all these point defense, and I think there's also a Tesla farm in this compartment, if I remember correctly. So I decided to go back to when people were doing Golem healer walks, and basically just drop the Golem down there with the healer, and he's going to just be super tank. He's just basically going to tank all these defenses, and then the Archer Queen's just going to go behind him untouched. And then at that point, it was just a GoVaHo. So we'll just watch it. But I don't know. I thought it was kind of a cool attack. Not the best base, obviously, but much better than what I had. So Golem comes down, and then I think I dropped 4 healers on him. And yeah, okay, so Tesla farm, 3 point, 4 point, 5 point defense. I don't know. I can't count. There's basically all his defenses are right there. And I did have to drop a heal just on the healers, basically, just to keep him up. It wasn't on any DPS. It was just on my tank. Originally, I wanted the Archer Queen to basically just continue her push this way. I'm about to drop a jump here. I just wanted the jump for the Valks and the Barbarian King, and I wanted the Archer Queen to kind of do her thing. But I think I broke the funnel too hard on this side, and so she ends up taking the jump too, but whatever. Yep, so jump goes down. My Golem is the MVP. He is still tanking everything. Excuse me. He is like the Jesus raised from the dead Golem. You can't keep him down. And then, yeah, so I dropped in some hogs here just to basically funnel and potentially also get into this wizard tower and in here if there was potential double giant bombs. So those were kind of suicide hogs. And I do have to pound through the wall here. I didn't bring another jump, but I did drop a poison on that AQ. And I think I've got, again, enough Valks, and again, I've got my heroes in there. And I think I still have Super Golem. No, Super Golem. Yeah, Super Golem. He's still alive. And then just reinforcing with hogs down here at the bottom. Got one more heal for him. Ran into a few single bombs, it looks like. And, yep, at that point, I've got like 3 or 4 random hogs left. They're going to work on some of these last defenses. And we'll speed it up here. Oh my god, another troll Tesla. I cannot get over this. I did not even remember they had all these troll Teslas. Okay, so, well, I'm going to 4x it because like literally all my troops are going to have to go up and kill this this troll Tesla. I wonder if this was close on time. I don't really remember. Okay, so got that one out of the way, and I got one more. Some of the guys asking me in the clan, like they'll 3-star and they'll ask when they can get on the channel. And I know, guys, that I do feature a lot of the same people on the channel, and that's kind of for a reason. It's not playing favorites. I love everybody in the clan, but I want this channel to be really, really quality content. Even though we're a small up-and-coming clan, I want the content. I want people to be able to watch the content and say, wow, that's the same stuff I see on PB's channel. That's the same stuff I see on OneHive's channel. I don't want to show sloppy 3-stars or 3-star attacks where somebody just kind of lucked into it. No offense. So to answer the people's questions when they say, Ray, how can I get on the channel? Do quality attacks, guys. If you do quality attacks, you're going to get on the channel. If there's quality content, I'm going to put it on there. I don't care who it is. It just happens that, we have 6, 7, 8 guys that are consistently doing that, and we have some other guys that are, it's harder for. But with that said, where is my boy KC? Okay, KC on 26. This was quality content, so it's going on the channel. This was an awesome attack. So this was I believe a stoned GoHo. And this was a base that I believe it was a clean attack that we had, 2 or 3 wasted attacks on. And then KC rolls up here. So 2 golems come down. Nice wizard funnel. KC had a stone GoHo earlier that I had kind of planned, and it was not the best plan. It was also not the best funnel. And he really redeemed himself on this one. So drops a jump, and then the third golem. Both heroes are going to come down. It's going to get him into some double giant bomb locations, as well as the enemy sees enemy archer queen. Okay, this was, I think like some of their lower level bases had lava hounds. It was either all lava hounds or dragloons. They had nothing else. So even with lower level heroes, you can still sometimes use a stone. I mean, you can see, guys, this is a max defense Town Hall 9. This is not an easy base for somebody with 10, 15 heroes. But has lots of tanking here. And did get the enemy AC down just in time with his BK, and then just as a really nice surgical deployment on his hogs. So first group over here looks like a potential suicide group. Yep, and his golem was going to get there eventually, but he didn't want to wait forever, so that's okay. He sees a lot of DPS here with the 2 Teslas, so much bigger group on his second deployment, and does a nice job there staying patient with the heal spell, doesn't panic, doesn't overreact. Waits for them to converge down here towards more DPS, drops the second heal spell down by this, what looks like it could be a single bomb, an Expo, and a Tesla. And he's still got 7 hogs in the bag. This is being patient with your hog deployment. This is waiting till your hogs converge, and so you get maximum usage out of your heal spells. This was just a really, really nice attack, KC. 7 hogs come down, last heal spell. I would have favored it a little bit more here. Because really, the point defense you're fine with, but you got a single bomb and then 2 wizard towers. So luckily he just hit that bomb, very glancing blow. And his archer queen is still up, and she's basically cleaning the entire outside portion. And we're going to speed it up here as the base is just absolutely wrecked. So sorry about that, Casey. I almost forgot about that. I actually messaged you right after it happened and was like, hey man, that was an awesome attack. Definitely will be putting that on the channel. So tough loss, tough loss. We are definitely going to redeem ourselves this next war. I know everybody is up for bringing it, get back in the green. And just really quick, we'll take a look because the Warlock is still looking mighty good in my opinion. Yes, the red at the top hurts, but again, big mismatch against a great clan, arranged war, bad performance / modding / we just did not do good, but mostly green. The Invicta war was an arranged war. Storm Factory, probably the best clan we've ever gone against. Top Mashed was a modding clan, and then it is all green, except for Olympus War 2. I don't really remember what happened there. So in our last 50, we've still only got 7 losses. That is an awesome job to everybody. So definitely be bringing some more videos. Sorry I was behind on these last few. But we'll see you next time, guys. Raiden signing out.